Oscar Piastri extended his World Championship lead with a dominant Miami Grand Prix victory as Lando Norris recovered from first lap drama to seal the McLaren 1-2. Piastri drove a faultless race from fourth on the grid to claim his third successive victory, passing pulses to Max Verstappen early after a thrilling battle before cruising clear. Norris was left to rue what might have been after dropping from second to sixth on the first lap following a skirmish with Verstappen before sliding his way through the field to finish in his starting position. The Brit valiantly halved Piastri's lead to 4 seconds in the closing stages, but powerless to deny the Australians' victory as McLaren charged more than 30 seconds clear over the rest of the field. Having lost out to Norris in Saturday's sprint, Piastri's fourth win in 6 races this season moves in 16 points clear of the championship. Piastri said a bit of argy-bargy into turn 1, which helped me a bit, but I was well enough to avoid Max. From that point onwards, I know I had a good pace, and clearly the car was unbelievable. George Russell claimed an opportunistic podium for Mercedes, benefiting from the helpful timing of a virtual safety car to leapfrog Verstappen for third during the only round of pit starts. Verstappen, who cut a frustrating figure over the team radio, struggled for speed throughout, falls 32 points behind Piastri in the standings, denting his hopes of a driver's title. Albon matched Brilliant's best finish, faking fifth after overtaking the Mercedes of Antonelli, having fired up his tyres quicker following the VAC. Leclerc took 7th ahead of Ferrari teammate Lewis Hamilton after the latter came infuriated with his colleagues over the radio amid a team orders dispute, and Hamilton had to survive single contact following a last lap lunge from Sainz, which he avoided a penalty for afterwards. Tsunoda overcame a 5-second penalty to just hold off Hadjar for the final point, but Norris came into this weekend off the back of successful and convincing displays as Piastri won in Bahrain and Saudi, but appeared to have got himself back on track, winning the sprint and qualifying ahead of Piastri. The only issue with his qualifying performance was that he was lining outside of Verstappen, who's become a dangerous obstacle for him. An early opportunity presented itself, and Verstappen ran wide and just showed Norris the door and managed to keep in front. That dropped Norris back, and the stewards decided an investigation wasn't needed. Max put up a good fight, and I paid the price. What can I say? If I don't go for it, people complain. If I do, I can't win. But if it's the way it is with Max, it's crash or don't pass. Unless you get it really right, you put him in a perfect position and you can just about get there. I just paid the price for not doing a good enough job today, but I'm still happy with second. Piastri, meanwhile, dispatched Antonelli and just about got past Verstappen, while Norris got held up a bit more, passing through his traffic and eventually got past Max. Much of the field had extended their first and a man feared of rain, but in the end it didn't come, and with Verstappen already coming in, Russell was able to jump him through a VSC, and the top 4 positions didn't change from there on in. After a frustrating start to the race though for Ferrari, which saw him struggle to get past Ocon, Hamilton was benefited from the VSC, getting past Tsunoda, and then had the quicker medium tyres on, finding himself behind Leclerc as they looked to close down. So Ferrari kind of were hesitant to do so, and Hamilton arguably retired with quits about not good teamwork. Ferrari changed their mind, but Hamilton, who felt crucial life being taken out of his tyres, stuck behind Leclerc, was unable to make a major advantage, and in these swap rounds afterwards, Hamilton was clearly showing anchor at the time with the way it was managed. Yeah, you'd probably have to agree with him. But yeah, he said he lost a lot of time behind Charles. I'm sure people don't like sarcastic comments, but it's more sarcastic than anything. I'm frustrated now, but we'll work internally to improve, is what he said. And before I go, let me run you through the classification for the Miami Grand Prix. Oscar Piastri coming out on top. Yeah, great win for him. Controlled the race, and he really is looking like a top level F1 driver now, and he's hugely impressive. Lando Norris second. I think question of what might have been for Norris here really. But yeah, I think it's still positive state from him. I think his pace is better this weekend. So yeah, I think on the whole he'll mostly be pleased. Russell third, did a great job to get onto the podium. He'll be really pleased with that. But Verstappen disappointed to miss out. But on the whole, I think, still did a good job with that car. Albon fifth, that Williams has been exceptional. Sainz really disappointed not to be a bit higher. But I think, credit to Williams, what car they've got. Antonelli, once again, just getting frustrated in the race. Still got lots to learn. But I think it's all learning. His pace this week has been mega. Ferrari 7th and 8th, we've already touched on it. But yeah, for me, the race just wasn't managed particularly well. And I think just missed opportunities for them. Tsunoda 10th, obviously that 5-second penalty didn't really make a difference, but still not the greatest race for Tsunoda. VSC kind of hampered him too. Hadjar will be very frustrated to miss out on that point. Ocon as well, Haas just not having great pace in the race. Behrman obviously breaking down didn't help, and then Alpine having really poor pace as well. You've got to feel sorry for him with that early collision. Similar story for the Sauber and Aston Martin, just so bad, aren't they? So yeah, some of those teams really struggling down there. Another poor race for Liam Lawson, and pressure on your ground.
Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching.
watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.